Welcome to Fallout 76, this is Jim. In this video we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Monday, September the 8th, 2025. Let's take a look at it and see what we got for today. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out and get different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there if you're a brand spanking new player to the game. If you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that'll help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome with the great comments and tips, which I greatly appreciate it. If you do wonder why I have more score than you, take a look at the top right hand corner of the screen. I have a 5% boost. Of course, I claimed that right out the current Season 22 Season Pass right out the first page. And you can claim that by being a Fallout First member or by paying the 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass. Alright, let's get some good ones here. Take a look at this one here first. Choose some Bubblegum 1. So again, this one here is pretty self-explanatory. We just open up our little grocery bag and choose some Bubblegum. Just in case you're brand new to the game, you might be wondering how you can even find Bubblegum here in the game, as easy as this particular challenge is. So we can find Bubblegum a couple of different ways. You can go to other players' vendors. Alright, so other players' vendors will sell different types of Bubblegum. They will sell the Perk Bubblegum that we get for free. So talking about that, every time you open up a Perk card pack, you will get free Bubblegum each and every time. And when it shows up in your food and drink section of your Pip-Boy, it'll pop up as Perk Bubblegum. So we have cola, grape, strawberry, watermelon, and that will count as Bubblegum. And it will satisfy this particular challenge. The next thing is we can find Bubblegum kind of laying around the wasteland. I usually find up here a pretty decent spot. Again, it's going to depend server to server. Right here at the pumpkin house, there is a black cauldron right on the front porch. And on the inside of the house, right on the main level, there will be a plastic pumpkin. And I would say about 6 times out of 10 that I'm up there, there's at least just regular old Bubblegum in either or, sometimes both. But again, it will depend server to server. We all have the same challenges, so there might be people kind of going by and picking up that Bubblegum there as well. Alright, so just an FYI there. So I think I do have a Perk card pack to open here. I do. Alright, so let's go ahead and open it. And I got great Perk Bubblegum. Of course, you can't see. It pops up at the top left-hand corner of the screen, but you can't see because I was here. But again, you get yourself a free Bubblegum every single time. And I usually recommend hanging on to your Perk Bubblegum, because it will count as a couple of daily challenges. To be honest, it will count as this one here, Chew Bubblegum. It counts as eat a cake, pie, or candy, and it counts as pre-war food, and even collect pre-war food. So you can do like 3 to 4 different daily, weekly challenges just from this free Bubblegum we get for free. So a lot of people will sell it. Some people even said to me before that they even dropped it and never realized that it could be used for so many daily, weekly challenges that we get for free. Right, so that's what I usually recommend. All right, let's open up our little items section, go under our food and drink, and again it was grape Perk Bubblegum, so here it is right here as a Perk Bubblegum we got for free. The regular Bubblegum will be right up here. This is the Bubblegum that we can find just kind of laying around the wasteland, like at the pumpkin house for example. And then of course all you gotta do is eat her up just like that. Choose some Bubblegum 1 for 1, done. Excuse me. Alright, let's see what's next here. Collect Stimpaks or Chems 5. So again, a couple of different ways you can collect Stimpaks and Chems. We can go around, we can find Stimpaks and Chems in and around the wasteland. I usually find human enemies such as Blood Eagles, cultists, and even communists will have Stimpaks on them. Now, I'm not saying everyone will, but a vast majority of them will for sure. Of course, ghouls are a good source of Radaway and Rad-X. Alright, so let's look at a couple little different spots here. Personally, I find up here in Point Pleasant a really good spot between the 20 cultists that are laying around. That can give you Stimpaks from killing them, obviously. But there's a lot of chems just kind of laying around in general. Usually on top of the rooftops, inside the buildings, more so in the basement of the Mothman Museum. Over at the church. Again, I think we were here like 2.5, 3 years ago. And I think the most we ever got here was about 30 chems in total. It was a really good spot. Now, even though it's a very small area, the Gilman Lumber Mill, very small but neutral area, again, you will find some chems in around that area. And up here at the Morgantown Airport, more so on the outside, just along that runway going towards the quarantine zone and out front of the arrivals area, there's usually a lot of chems laying around that area. Another thing you can do is you can go in and buy it from other players' vendors. A lot of players will sell chems nowadays, more so than ever for the ghouls such as myself. So you go around and other players' vendors, you can buy them and it'll count as collect that way. Another thing you can do at every train station, fast travel area, or free fast travel area I should say, even down at Camden Park, they'll have what's called medical dispensers. Reasonably inexpensive chems. You can go ahead and buy your chems from there and they'll count for that daily weekly challenge. And of course you can go ahead and you can craft your own, but you will need a chemistry workbench for this. Find the right trailer. This bad boy right here. So we can get the chemistry workbench very early on in game. Most people leave Vault 76. They come right down here to good old Flatwoods. They go to the tavern. There are two terminals that are there, or kiosks, I should say. And you do the very first two quests in the game. You stay right here in good old Flatwoods at the very end of those two quests. It's where you become a responder, basically. At the very end of those quests, you'll get yourself a chemistry workbench plan. There's also a chemistry workbench fairly close here in Morgantown Station. And I would say 8 times out of 10, the plan for the chemistry workbench is right on the floor next to it. Every time I'm there, I always like to kind of point it out to people just to kind of show them that it is a spawn point. So again, that's another way you can get a chemistry workbench. So all you do, if you do decide to do it this way, just go ahead and go craft. Down here to healing. Now most of us will carry some sort of quantity of Radaway, Rad-X, and Stimpaks on us anyway. And you can craft these diluted versions as long as you have a full version in purified water. Now you can double those results with the Chemist Perk card under Intelligence. We do that here all the time. I think we did this yesterday during yesterday's Daily Challenge video. Basically, instead of diluted times 2, is diluted times 4. And you can use the Super Duper Perk card. Again, if you have a 3-star, it's still only a 30% chance to get double results. But again, those are 2 great perk cards you can use to maximize, so you can just go ahead and craft your 4 and possibly get 6 between both cards, alright? So it's a good way to do it if you decide to do it that way. Of course, we did that yesterday, so we're going to go to a train station here. Let's pop right here to the RNG station. Sorry, my acid reflux is kind of flaring up today a little bit. So again, free fast travels will have these medical dispensers as well. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have seen these around. It'll be different on every server. And again, if you buy from this one, it'll be the same with all the medical dispensers. So if you empty them out, you'll have to wait till tomorrow for it to restock. Alright, so let's buy this buff out here. We'll buy all 3. You can see how that counts. Grab this Psycho here. And we'll grab this Med-X. There we go. Like Stimpaks or Chems 5 for 5. Again, you can do it this way if you're quick and easy. You can craft your own at chemistry workbench, or just go around and have some fun, kill a bunch of enemies. I preferably like humans or even ghouls, for example. And again, as I mentioned, ghouls will have Radaway and Rad-X on them. Not everyone will, but the vast majority will. We have the Upper Lower Parking Lot just west of Vault 76, Eastern Regional Penitentiary, the lower section of Clarksburg going over the Clarksburg Shooting Club, the streets and the monorail system in around Morgantown, Level 50 DMV building, Charleston Capitol building, Lewisburg, the White Spring Golf Club, White Spring Greens in general. That's where you can find some ghouls and go around and have some fun and get some XP at the same time. Alright, let's see what's next here. Go Glowing Creature 1. Alright, so I do have a couple older videos here on the channel. They are still valid here today. So let's look at a couple locations where you can find some glowing creatures very reliably. Right up here in Mononga, it's a pretty good spot. Again, there's probably about 19 mole miners here on a really good day. And usually half of them are glowing. There's 3 mole miners here in Mononga Mine. Usually 1 is glowing. Again, Blackwater Mine is another great spot for some mole miners, like inside and outs, and usually, again, half of them are glowing. Right up here, believe it or not, at Abby's Bunker, again, it's a level 0 hack to get inside here. You actually do come here very early on in game. Once when you reach level 20, you're able to follow the Overseer's missions and do the Wastelanders questline. And you come here very early on, and then there'll be 5 rad roaches down there, and usually half of them are glowing. Sometimes all 5 are glowing, and that's a nice, quick, and easy way to get that done. Another pretty decent spot is right here at Toxic Larry's Meet and Go. We have the triplets, the 3 Snallygasters, and either all 3 are glowing or at least 1 is glowing. It's a pretty good spot. The Snallygasters here, the Flooded Train Yard, usually they're all glowing down there. Usually, but if not all of them, then at least half of them for sure. Right over here in good old Welsh, we have the 1 mole miner that's glowing. He's usually right in the middle of town, fairly close to the well station. He usually has the missile launcher on him. Can't miss him. He's usually kind of shooting at you, trying to shoot your face off there. He's quite aggressive. And I find down here in the Skyline Valley region in general, you'll come across a lot of enemies such as mole rats, rad stakes that are glowing, okay? Especially if you come here to the Shenandoah Visitor Center and make your way down here to the Dark Hollow Manor, you'll usually come across some glowing rat stakes, some glowing mole rats. Usually right here at Shenandoah Visitor Center, there's usually about 10 to 12 rad roaches. Usually half of them are glowing. Camp Liberty, again, you can come down here, take care of those communists, get your Stimpaks and Chems. And usually right by the bonfire, there's a cage with a Yolwai bear. I would say 8 times out of 10, he's glowing as well. So many, many great spots there, guys, for that. So let's pop down here to the Shenandoah Visitor Center here this time. And we'll take care of a couple of rad roaches. And again, with these daily, weekly challenges, you can make it as easy or as hard as you want. It's really up to you. The game doesn't know, how you, if you went after the hardest enemy here in game or the easiest. It just knows whether you completed the daily challenge or not. There's our glowing guy right there. Kill a glowing enemy. 1 for 1 done. Look at that. We got another challenge there as well. As we can see, a couple more of those glowing rad roaches over there. Just on the other side of the building, there's probably about 3 more over there. And there's 1 or 2 more in these little bathrooms right here, the little outhouses. So, again, really, really good spot right here. So while we are here, kill an enemy in the Skyline Valley region 5. So again, an enemy is everything is on the table. Humans, robots, right down from passive simple old Brahmin, right up to the hardest level enemy we have here in the game. Everything is on the table. And of course, the Skyline Valley region is right down here, as I mentioned. Now, the cutoff for this is Johnson's Acre and Denton Sons Construction. Now, those 2 are part of the Savage Divide, okay? But below those guys, okay? So if you come to those spots, it will not count, okay? Because that's part of the original map. It's down below here, all right? So right here at the Shenandoah Visitor Center, and as I mentioned, you can make it as easy or as hard as you want. We're going to finish off these rad roaches here. Just a couple guys in these bathrooms here. You may have came out already or jumped out. There's another glowing guy there. Another glowing guy. Just like that. That's right. Just like that. Again, there's going to be a couple more over there. We can see some of them are glowing as well. Might be already dead, that guy. Alright, cool. Nice and easy. Let's see what's next here. While we are down here, catch a fish in the Skyline Valley region 2. So in order to catch a fish, you will need a fishing rod. Now, if you haven't played the game, or if you're new to the game, this past June the 3rd, 2025 update, are able to go fishing. And that's how you get your fishing rod. So you must complete the quest called Casting Off. Come right here to Fisherman's Rest, which becomes a free fast travel once when you discover it. It's a very easy, simple quest to do. At the very end, you get your fishing rod. You're able to craft fish bits, grilled fish, as well as do a pretty nice little daily repeatable quest here that pops up every single day. It's called Big Fish in a Small Pond. I recommend doing this one as much as possible, especially when you're first starting out. You get some really nice camp items, the drowned version, as well as mods for your fishing rod, and even you get a really nice backpack mod. You have a backpack. That one's a really nice one to do. But you must complete Casting Off first to get a fishing rod. Now, if you're brand spanking new to the game, you never played Fallout 76 like ever, I do have a video here on the channel, and I go step by step. It's all time stamped of how to complete Casting Off. Now, once when you have your fishing rod, again, Skyline Valley region right down here. Again, your cutoff will be Johnson's Acre, Denton Sons Construction. They are part of the original map, so they are part of the Savage Divide, so below that. All right. And again, don't always go by a watery area. Sometimes they're good, but sometimes not. So I'm just going to use this as an example. Right here and around New Gad, looks like there's a huge lake there. There's no lake. All right, just an FYI. Now down here for Skyline Valley region, it's really up to you. I like to come down here to Camp Liberty, so let's pop down here because there is a nice little waterway down here we can use. Now, once when you get here, we're going to shut our light off because there's going to be someone right behind us. We're going to head right up this way here to the east. Right over here. And the reason why I say there's usually a couple of enemies, there's some lost dwellers there, as you can see, and they are enemies of us. You are in caution. Let's go across the river here. Alright. So let's go ahead here. Now, once you get your fishing rod, if you never fished before, as soon as you walk up to water, you see how it says fish? If it's highlighted like that, that will prompt you to fish. But if it's grayed out, it will not allow you to fish. And then all you do is you hit fish, whatever button that is for you, and your guy just whips out his fishing rod, and you just start fishing. Now, I recommend using common bait for these daily, weekly challenges, but at the end of the day, you can use whatever bait you like. I just don't recommend using improved bait or superb bait if it's like a clear day, and or if you don't have really good mods for your fishing rod. Then you're just wasting it, basically. But again, at the end of the day, it's really up to you, however way you want to play your game. You just need 2 fish here. As you can see, it's nice and peaceful down here. Now, if we go any further, of course, we have the commie bear on the commie island there. And then, oh, look at that. Nice. What one's that guy? Gonna pop up here in a second. It's okay. We'll fish one more time here. It's gonna pop up here soon. On the left-hand side to tell me what that was. Static Sawgill. Yeah, I think I got that guy before. Almost looked like he was glowing. He has that glowing effect to him. I don't think he's considered glowing. Alright, there we go. Get your fish in the Skyline Valley region, 2 for 2 done. That's it. Now you can continue on fishing if you so wish, but just remember, fishing in this game is like fishing in real life. It takes a while. Get some snacks, a couple drinks. Yeah. Alright, let's see what's next here, Jim. Alright, plant a crop in a workshop or camp 5. Alright, so again, if you have crops already in one, or if you have a dedicated camp that have crops in, you go ahead and harvest those crops, and then you can replant them at your workshop or camp. And again, you can do it at your camp or if a workshop. If you claim any workshop in the map will do. The one closest to you, your favorite one. It's really up to you. And once when you claim, you go ahead and plant your crops. Just make sure you have those crops ready, because within about 3 minutes or so, you'll have to defend that workshop. All right. to make it a little bit of a challenge for you, right? So again, let's look for some crops here. I don't really have a whole lot of camps, even though I preach that to people. I just thought either way, I'm going to show people where to get crops at, so that's why I don't really kind of pollute my camps with them. Aaronhold Homestead, Cobbleton Farm, all kinds of corn here at Silva Homestead, Razor Grain at Billings Homestead. Right around the corner from Big Al's Tattoo Parlor, right about here, there's a red barn under the overpass, corn and Razor Grain down there. Out behind the General Steakhouse, that's where we went just the other day. If you spawn here at Foundation, you actually spawn on the south side. And when you walk up that long driveway, you don't go in Foundation, but just before the big wall, you'll see some crops there on the right-hand side. Usually some corn or Razor Grain is right there. And of course, there's some unmarked farms right along here, right? But again, if you have some crops in your camp, you can definitely do it that way as well. So let's go to the Foundation. We haven't been down here in a little while. Again, it's going to be the exterior. We usually go to Silva Homestead and Billings Homestead, but we only need 5. And again, just like yesterday, as I always mentioned, we always seem to be doing this in the nighttime for some. It's so odd. And again, you just come right here. You don't go through Foundation. You just take a hard right here. You're going to see some chickens. You're going to see some crops right here. All right. Let's grab some corn. Now, I have 2 being added each time. That's because I have a perk. And of course, you guys can't see that right now, because I'm here at the top left-hand corner. But under Perception, we have a perk card called Green Thumb. Basically, reap twice as much when harvesting flora. So instead of 1, you pick up 2. Okay. Now, this card comes in really handy doing daily, weekly challenges. I'm a carnivore, and I use this card literally every day. And it's a good card to have. You definitely don't want to scrap that bad boy. All right, so let's be sure of all we have to do is 5. Yep, so we have 6. We'll grab, yeah, that's good. All right, so let's head back to our camp. Now, the camp that I have down here, I can't really place because it's on a rock, basically. So let's go to another camp here. We're going to use this one right here. Fast travel to it. Yeah, just for some reason at that location where I start my camp off, it's all rock and won't let me plant any crops there. All right. Right on. Looks like we did a little review here on something there not that long ago. Yeah, right on. All right. So again, let's go ahead. We're going to go to our build menu. All right. So in order to plant crops, food will be under resources, and then food, and then we have our corn right here. Right. So let's go ahead. Now, all you really need is 1 corn, right? Because you can build it, scrap it. Every time you scrap it, you get that corn back. So all you really need is 1 corn. So you can build it, scrap it. 5 times, done, just like that. But again, we do have enough materials here, so we're just going to go ahead and build them. And always keep an eye on your budget, especially if you're new to the game. Plants do a really good job at clearing the area, but they do count a lot, because every time you place your corn, watch the budget in the top. You can see that thing move. Like, I know there's some bigger items here in the game. You don't even see that budget move, but for whatever reason, like this, the food section takes up a lot of budget, right? So if you're always against your budget in a camp, always make sure, did you plant any crops lately? Get rid of some of those crops, or half of them or a quarter of them, just to kind of make room for the old budget, just like that. And I need to get rid of some, apparently. All right, let's see what's next here. Just 1 left. Wow. I do some really good for time here. Complete daily quest 1. So in case you're brand new to the game, brand new to Fallout 76, I do have a link in the description. It's called Complete Daily Quest for Newbies. Basically, it's all timestamped. We do quite a few daily quests in that video. And just in case if you can't find any or you have no idea what to do, you can go ahead and watch that video if you so wish. Now, there's a couple of daily quests I usually like to kind of highlight for people, just because how easy they are, because not all the daily quests are easy. Camden Park, there's a whole bunch of them here that we can do, and they are extremely easy. There's one here, the Giant Teapot, Speak with Sweetwater. There's one up here at Perkins Fort. It's Talk to the Curator. One over here at the Pumpkin House. Speak with Jack. And the one over here at the Fisherman's Rest, as I mentioned, that big fish in a small pond. And again, I've done a lot of that. I have all the plans and all that stuff already. So again, we are going to have to fish 7 times. So it's going to add to the video. So I'm not going to bother doing that one. But if you do just have some extra time and you haven't done them before, I recommend doing big fish in a small pond for sure. It will count. And even the ones right here, the Gilman Lumber Mill, Speak with Lane, those ones aren't too bad either, actually. We're just going to pop in here to good old Camden Park. We're going to do the Dross Toss. The old Dross Toss. Alright, so we are going to take care of a couple Scorched while we are here. Because if we don't, they're just going to be attacking us the whole time. Yeah, I don't think we've even drawn our... Oh, yeah, we have those rad roaches. Never mind. Never mind, Gem. How's your trip to the moon, guys? Look at these, like, way in there. Oh, you can't even make that up. You tried. And I love this weapon so much. It's so fun. Oh, we have a straggler. Holy. We have one more over there. Oh. Way over there. Going over with his friends. Oh, my soul. Alright, Dross Toss. I'm sorry, guys, when it just makes me laugh so much. Alright, Dross Toss, we're going to toggle this active, right? When you do that, it's going to pop up in the top right-hand corner of the screen. And the same exact thing if you're doing, like, quests, right? Like main story quest lines. You go under your Pip-Boy, you go under data, main, side, whatever. That's how you would toggle those active if they ever kind of disappear on you. Alright, so we are ready to go here. We're going to grab our Dross here. We're going to just hop right inside here. We're going to just do it the easy way. You don't have to go back there. You can just kind of do it right here. And it's very easy to do. Extremely easy. You just do this till you run out of Drosses. Oh, we're out. Done. Be a daily quest 1 for 1. Simple, easy, have some fun, have some couple laughs. Oh! Burp. Nice. Nice job. Oh, excuse me. I think we're done. We're done, yep. Alright, let's head back to our camp. Take a look at weapon of the day here. Oh my soul, that's so funny. Just ragdolled them. Where's my weapons workbench? Right here. Weapon of the day here, Jim. Tactical. Sorry. Stalker's Tactical Pepper Shaker. Plus 100% sneak and attack damage. Projectiles explode for 20% weapon damage. Plus 15 bonus vast critical charge. Plus 25% armor penetration. Stalker's explosive lucky hit, baby. Dual barrel. Plasma magazine. Gunner sight. Spitfire paint. Awesome. Look at Spitfire paint. Look at that. Sergeant Peppa. Right in the bottom there. See that? Nice, eh? I think that's my most favorite part. 18 times 8 damage. 13 times 8 electrical damage. This one here takes the old plasma cartridges. And automatic. Automatic weapon. Very good weapon. Really enjoy this guy. It's a fun time. As you guys could tell. Yeah. Now, you can actually switch to like a shotgun build with this guy as well. Right now I'm on a heavy gun build, but if you use a shotgun build like those perk cards, it doesn't really change a whole lot, because I kind of tried it out yesterday just to see if there's been any changes since the update. No really changes in terms of stats. Alright, so I was kind of happy about that, but I know myself, I just run the heavy gunner build with the plasma cartridges for this bad boy. Let's take a look at those perk cards here. So again, a lot of them will be under strength, and they're all changed, obviously. So bringing the guns, bullet storm, tightly wound, lock and low, that's stayed the same. Bullet shield stayed the same, and one gun army. Legendary perk cards, these don't change for me. They stay the same. I'm very happy with them, and as you can see, they're all maxed out. I feel like we get some visitors. Huh? What's going on out here, boys? See you later. 4. He's going with his little buddy there. Oh, this guy survived. He's a survivor. Still bouncing. Love it. Man, I love that so much. Some people get annoyed by that, but I think it's awesome. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and share. We have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake, Stamps, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Yes Me, That's Me, Drew Ranger, Confoundedbridge, Waywarner, John DJ59, Picquerist, Gwen Trutnau, Tony Watson, FelixTheKat, Dan Ferreira, Benny Bunny, AJ Foltz, A, Aussies1. Thank you all so very much. And I hope you all have a nice day. You okay there, little guy? He didn't hurt you, did they?
Someone told me I